First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Golden Eagles of Buenos Aires taking on the Chicago Bears. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at this Bears defense. This unit, third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Looking to throw. Wolf. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that
game. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. That's some strong running. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up first and goal. First down, Buenos Aires. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Golden Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. At their own 25-yard line. Go. Great. Throwing Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. First and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. They'll get it across midfield down to the 49. The Bears at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. And they're on the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Wolf. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown. A great his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Golden Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to throw. Wolf. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Golden Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now Jones. And he can't escape, and down he goes. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Wolf. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Back to throw. Wolf. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, here's Agnew. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And that is incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Chase, the motion man right.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Timberland.
Jones now. Off play action. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Detroit Johnson.
They'll look to throw again. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. .44-yard punt, return of 9. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Here we go, hey. Rita. Apple.
Now Jones on first down. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A huge play there for Chicago. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jonathan Taylor His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Looking to throw on second down. Wolf. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the play is Ari's first down.
They'll run on first down. Day. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
To throw on second down. Wolf. And that one too wide and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Throwing on third and long. Wolf. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, putting the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
North south, north south.
Back to Taylor on first down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Why shift to Crude? Why shift to...
Jones off the play fake. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Fielded at about the 28. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Down to the 10. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 6-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
First and goal at the 6.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Off the bootleg. Wolf, he'll buy some time right. And it's caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Golden Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Jones, throwing on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Half 18, half 18.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Taylor. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ball at the 6, third and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. And his kick is gone. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the play is Ari's first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Wolf. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, Golden Eagles.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wolf. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30.
And the play is Ari's first down.
A quick throw outlined to Mooney. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
Let's go now.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd down and 10. Back to throw. Wolf. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears touchdown. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And
that is intercepted. Moving inside the 20, and they will score. A pick six for a Bears touchdown. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for two? That's caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. The two-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing after the interception. Wolf finding Kelsey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Wolf. It's caught. Block it. And gets by him and out a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wolf. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work to his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. On 3rd down, Wolf. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes. Four quarters couldn't decide things, so it's on to overtime here as the kick is away. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead, but ultimately right now, with a moment in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense, sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially in overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And actually is an extra hope for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
To throw on third down. Wolf. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, fourth down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hand to let him work his magic.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. But we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
Now past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Detroit. Great.
Back to throw. Jones. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, first down. Offensively, back-to-back, really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the ball,
and he's into the end zone for a touchdown and a game winner in OT. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Chicago, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Buenos Aires, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next.